Mm.
Hi Shriram, Avinash here.
Hey, Avinash.
Yeah, it was good for me. I am able to complete this 60 minutes and 90 minutes. But
Hmm.
as I messaged you in the morning, my problem is with the 3 hours test or 4 hours test, the 230 minutes. After 1 hour, I am unable to concentrate. That's where I lose the concentration.
How is it in the movie hall? Will you sit for the full movie or will come after movie?
Yeah, I will sit.
Full movie. Okay. Because you paid the money.
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel the same when you go for the exam now?
Yeah, that
Because
is what I have to do. And moreover, yesterday I gave it at the late night. Maybe that
Okay.
strained me. So now I'm a bit fresh. So I could at least finish 10 minutes before the schedule.
Understood. Understood. I know your exam's coming closer, right?
Yeah,
Main exam.
10th. I'm planning for 10th. Yeah.
Okay. Time management is yeah area to work on. Sure. That's the reason I believe the first exam you have this trouble. Is it right?
Correct, correct. I'm having trouble. Only the third exam I made it full and I could complete it.
Okay, that's good. Good improvement. Main exam, however, the questions, not most of the questions will be lengthy. Some will be lengthy, some will be shorter.
Mhm.
So the time what we do here could be a little more better in the main exam.
Mm.
Also, we hear some of the candidates say that the main exam is at least one level below than ShriLearning exams, which means
Mhm.
you won't get such a toughness in the main exam. It will be a little okay. So
Mhm.
your time can improve. But
Mhm.
still, I would say that
Mhm.
we keep practicing on improving your reading ability. This all
Mhm.
goes back to our reading ability because
Correct.
sometimes we read the same question 3 times.
Mm. Correct,
Even
correct.
after third time, the message does not get inside
Yes.
because you are reading the words, but your brain is not processing it. Either distracted or maybe we don't know the keywords.
Mhm.
There's also reason you can take the book of Agile Practice Guide. There
Mm.
in the end, we have something called glossary.
Mm.
So not only for you, it's for everyone here. You can read the glossaries regularly. The glossaries are nothing but the keywords with some lines of explanation of what it mean.
Mm.
When a person keep reading those words, now what happens is when you read a sentence, those words easily get processed.
Mm.
I mean the management of verbal, the vocabulary which you get processed. As it gets processed faster, you get the answers.
Mhm.
If not every word is new to us, I'm sure you're stuck there. We are going to be in the same place. It's not about the knowledge, it's about the language.
Mhm.
Some of us are good in management language and some of them not good in management language. So good to read.
Mm.
So good, you're progressing now. Happy to know that. And I believe I gave some points to you to work out next few days.
Yes, yes. I'll do that and get back to you.
All right, good. Good. Can I see some of you if you are willing to show your face on the weekend? I'm just seeing some of them are available. Yeah, this few of them available. Okay, nice to see. Thanks a lot. On our overall level, I have people from the previous batches and current batches, maybe from January, February, and April. 3 batches primarily we will have here. Now there is no difference between somebody preparing from January, somebody preparing from April, because both of you should be in the same level right now based on your reading process. Can you say that your reading ability has improved the last few weeks? Interrupt silence there. Okay, which means it's not improved. Anyone here come here on a Saturday? Let's try your luck. Even though I didn't read it for the whole week, it's okay. Let me try. Something miracle will happen. Anyone here like that? Okay, yeah, miracles can happen, but some reading will definitely help. Before we jump to Q&A, people who have exams in the next few weeks, few days, please raise up your hands so I know that you have an exam coming up. I want to listen to you. How is your preparation and close to the exam? Many of you are in touch with me over the WhatsApp, and I would have given some bullet points to go through. But still, it is nice to hear from you how it's going on. So for the people who go into the exams, main exams. Coming to the next point, I have requested some of the batch like February and April to take a full exam. And it can happen either this weekend or even before days or even after this. Is that the plan executed, or you are already thinking about it on the full exams? Full exams. Okay.
Hi.
You can speak up here. Somebody's talking about the full exam.
Yeah, hi Shri. This is Swaminathan. I'm from
Okay.
I took a full exam yesterday. But the thing is, due to power, actually I switched from laptop to mobile. So from that, I lost. Actually, I updated up to 60 questions in the laptop. So when I to my mobile, then it didn't take that 30 questions. It was updated only with the 30 questions. So from then I did it from 60 to 180. So after completing and when I saw the results only, I came to know that 30 numbers didn't take up. It was not registered as completed. So I redo the full walk again by
Understood. Okay, that's your first full exam.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I heard that. Thanks for that message. So now why I ask this question is, I have some people, you may think you are 10 questions exam and the 40 question exams are good. After 2-3 weeks, you start getting comfortable and you do the same thing again and again. And you do for 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks. And some people stuck in the same 40 questions exam, they feel comfortable. They think one day I'll get 98% in 40 questions exam. Then I'll go for the full exam. If you think like that, by the time your company will tell you are retired. They will tell you, thanks for your service. What happened? You are 58, you're retired. You are 63, you're retired. There is a timeline to break it, which means enough with this short exams. Short exams are just a kickstart. You go to a hotel, you keep on ordering starters. They're asking, sir, when is the main course? I am here only for starters. I'll eat starters and go home. That's not the way. This is just a starters. You learn from here, analyze it, read the books, start to the full exam. You're all managers, leaders in the company, and already you are taking some responsibilities in the company. You make decisions. Now time to make a decision for you. I really appreciate the people who took full exam the last few weeks, few days, because some of them get good scores, some of them get very bad score. But still I agree and accept their process, what they did, because they at least know that where they stand. But Shri, I didn't complete reading the book, man. I have a lot of content to read. Of course, you cannot. Even the people who cleared the exam, PMP, go and ask them, do they know everything? For a surprise, they will tell, I didn't read everything. The people who cleared PMP, do you think they know everything? You can't ask them. I don't remember. Somehow I cleared the exam, man. Don't ask me this. That's it. Throw the book away. Some people are like that. Some are well knowledgeable. The point is, don't feel that you will know everything, then I go for exam. That day will not happen. So please get to a full exam and see where you stand. Okay. All right. I can see the chat box. I can see some are giving the timeline. I'm seeing Manoj is going for ACP exam. Manoj will talk about it. I too have some people going for PMI ACP because they completed to PMP. In PMP, they learned something about Agile. Now they're getting into PMI ACP. Now, what we'll do is we'll start the conversation towards the exam in the sense of today's exam. Now, how many of you have questions to talk? You have some questions to be clarified. Anyone here? Okay, I have Karthik. So what we do is I'll help with the screen share option. Now, what you're going to do is you have to bring some question. Let's have 2 questions per person. We'll go through, and then if more time permits, we'll bring other questions, right? It is not only from today exam. You can bring from other exams also, provided if it's a today exam, chances are you may have more fresh thoughts about that question. Okay. After this discussion, I want to listen to the people who are all going to the main exams in next few days of time. So you can also keep your hands up. So I know that you have a question to talk. It's a good deal. We'll start. Perfect. Let's start with the Karthik. Yes, Karthik. You can bring up the question.
Yeah, I'll share my screen.
Yep. I'm seeing Atira saying buy a UPS for power backup. For whom this reply is somebody has a network problem.
The person I logged in through mobile after the power.
Yeah, I heard it. I
I
heard it.
just
Yeah,
told that. Because
yeah. That
here in Pune also power keep going, and today also it went, but because of UPS I could complete my exam. So
understood. Yeah, I know that is needed. I think after it we get a small backup system also, which can hold for a couple of hours. Not sure. Maybe you can try that as well. Thanks, Atira, for that. Karthik, yes, please go ahead. Read the question.
Yeah. The stakeholder engagement plan has just been approved. Which of the following is least likely to trigger an update to this plan? So what I selected was the change to the organization structure. But the answer is the closure of a project or phase. And the explanation, what it is telling is the close of a project phase does not typically trigger the need to in the stakeholder engagement plan, which is a component of project management plan. The member guide lists various outputs from the close project or phase process, but updates to the project management plan are not among them. The another answer chooses represents typically triggers for the update of the stakeholder engagement plan.
Okay, nice. Good. So what is your rationale behind choosing B?
Mainly, currently the stakeholder engagement plan has been approved. Least likely to trigger update to this plan is anything related to organization structure, actually.
Okay, yeah, let's take an example of company X. Company X has a project which is running, and it is a project of infrastructure. Some changes are happening. The team is working. Now, organizational structure. There is a change. A PMO department has been newly introduced, and they're adding 2 PMOs to support program and project. Okay, now that's a wage. And can I call that as a changes to the organizational structure? Can I call that?
Means organization is giving 2 PMOs to the activity.
In the organization company, there is a PMO department has been newly added.
Okay.
Do you consider this as organizational structure change? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes. If it is yes, now will it impact your project?
Impact to my project. It will not impact.
Not an impact. Okay.
Yeah.
Why it shouldn't impact? The reason is when a new PMO coming in, first of all, are you aware of the organizational structures? Have you read those concepts? Like structure of a program, projects, portfolio. Are you aware of it?
Yeah, aware of.
Are you aware of a functional projectized companies?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you working in a company where you have a hierarchy systems in place?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. If you have all these things, when a project is running and when there is a change in an organizational structure, it directly and indirectly impacts all your plans. When a new person coming inside, we should know who is this PMO, how much we have to involve this PMO in the project, or how much we have to communicate to the PMO on this project. I'm just took an example of PMO. But the point is organizational structure is super important in project management. You have small touch somewhere which will have vibration in your system.
Okay.
Right? So may I understand which domain you work for?
Yeah, I'm from automotive.
Automotive. Automotive will be very hierarchy oriented, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think any newcomer or somebody going out or some shuffling keep happening in a company every 2-3 years? In the sense they keep changing the departments and keep moving things.
Yeah.
And these all will directly and indirectly impact the stakeholder register. When a stakeholder register get impacted, now next question to you. Have you completed reading stakeholder management chapter fully?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So in this, when you say stakeholder engagement plan, what can be in a plan?
Stakeholder engagement plan. So mainly stakeholder engagement plan means the input for this is the stakeholder register should be available.
Very good.
Stakeholder register.
No, just trying to understand when you with your team sitting and you're drafting an engagement plan, what will be a goal of an engagement plan? It's not only Karthik, anyone can answer. What will be the goal of an engagement plan?
Goal of an engagement plan. Okay. Yeah. Mainly it's we will be having there is a assessment matrix actually. What will be the desired condition of the employee will be understood. What is the current situation, what he is in now, and where he should be the desired condition. That also will be trying to understand.
Okay, just to put a little simple there, engagement plan is how we are going to involve specific stakeholders in different stages of the project. Whether I have to invite him for the meetings, or do I need to communicate my deliverables? So now when I know the stakeholders details, when I have a plan clearly, I would work according by the plan to keep all my stakeholders informed or involving or do something with them. Now answer question back to you. You're thinking that organization structure change will not impact it. Obviously impact. Because a newcomer coming there, department changes happening, I have to go back and do some changes in my plan also. The question is asking least. When you do the closure of a project, it is the last stage. It will also have impact, but least impact. It is, I'm not saying zero, could be maybe a percentage of impact will be there. But when you come to close, it's the last stage. By this time, I'm sure you met with all the stakeholders, you understood, you handled. Few more will be there, maybe 0.1% or 0. Some percentage will be there, but not heavily. So how to understand this question is, first, good clarity of what is engagement plan, stakeholder department. Second is how an organization project will work like. From the start to end of the project, what all will happen. If you take a white paper and you start writing, start of the project, this all can happen. Middle of the project, this all can happen. End of the project, this all can happen. When you have this picture in the mind, it will be easy to visualize the question. When you see a project, this all can happen. So when it comes to close of the project, high chances are these kind of impacts will be lesser, whereas other risk parameters or project abruptly closing, project related document, those things can be on the close, but not stakeholder related to be very heavy there. Even though it will be there, not heavy. That visualization can happen for you. Got it?
Yeah. Understood. Yeah.
Perfect. Next question.
Yeah. So next question is, you are managing a project to develop an online course in teaching.
You have to scroll. Which page you have?
Yeah.
Page 2.
Yeah, page 2. Third question.
Can you click it?
Yeah. Visible. No. Not visible.
No. You have to share, unshare again.
Yeah. Stop sharing.
Right. We will have tight time now. Let's move faster. I have Geeta, Atira, Avinash. We'll go one by one.
Now,
yes, please go ahead. Read the question.
Okay. So you are 1 minute. Okay, you are managing a project to develop. Able to see.
Develop an online course.
Okay. Yeah. Now I can able to see. Okay, you are managing a project to develop an online course in teaching English as a second language. The project charter includes a requirement that the course include complex interactive games, like the course offered by your competitors. Since your organization's current learning management system will not support these features, one team member is researching a new learning platform while the other start work on the course outline and learning goals. Which kind of project is this?
Very good. So the situation is, before you go to the answer, what is your understanding on this question?
Okay.
Is it a well-planned project or some changes going to be proposed by the customer?
So there is a So there is a new learning platform where it is coming. So there is a changes which is happening.
Okay. Can you tell me which is the important sentence in this whole question?
Okay, the project charter includes a requirement that the course includes complex interactive games.
Very good. Complex, you learned one thing. Can you read last but one sentence after one team member? Start reading from there.
One team member is researching new learning platforms, while the other start work on the course outline and the learning goals.
Very good. When you read this line, is this project having full clarity or still there in the learning stage?
They're in the learning stage actually, not full clarity.
Now what can be your answer?
So my answer was C actually. This is a hybrid project since the team already in. Okay. Yeah. Now I understood. This is a change-driven project since the technology and the product scope are emerging as the work is being done.
Very good. So for this, how to understand this? Whenever you want to learn project-related questions, there is something called a Stacy model. We have seen this in the class. You remember that?
Yeah.
X-axis and Y-axis. Okay. What will be in X-axis if you remember?
X-axis is the X-axis the
uncertainty of
technology, I guess.
Uncertainty of technology. On the Y-axis, you will have
uncertainty of
requirements. Two areas will be there. You keep it X and Y. Uncertainty of technology, uncertainty of requirements. Whenever you look at a project, first you have to keep that Stacy graph in mind. This is also one of the reasons I request people to draw and write regularly. Right? I'm sure you would have drawn it. If not, if you draw that at least 2-3 times, by now your brain knows how a graph look like X and Y. The moment you read a question, the brain will quickly map with that Stacy model. Okay, here the requirement uncertainty is high. Technology uncertainties are also high. I don't think these guys will do as a simple project. It has to go. But the confusion is with the hybrid. See, hybrid also good, right? But the line says in the answer, this is a hybrid project since the team already know how to build it. Do you think they know how to build it? The answer is no, they are still researching on that area. So Stacy model, some sense of that particular wording understanding, we will get the answer. Got it?
Okay. Yeah, understood.
Yeah, fantastic. Super, Karthik. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
If you have any question, we'll wait. We'll see others and come back.
Yeah, sure.
Amazing. Geeta.
Hi, Sriram.
Hey.
Yeah, I have one question. Let me share the screen.
You took a full exam, right?
Yeah, twice, 2 times I completed. I need to take third time. I'm yet to complete my analysis of the previous exams questions. That's why I'm waiting. I'll do it by tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Okay, one ask to you. When is your main exam?
18th May.
18th May. So far, how many full exams you have done?
I completed 3 full exams.
3.
But one exam I said it full of repeated, so that cannot be considered. So as per myself, 2 exams.
All right, then make it a 5 full exams before 18th. And
sure.
Did I give you some bullet points which you have to focus on?
Yes, Shri, you gave.
Okay. Start working towards it also parallelly.
Yeah.
Right, let's go to the question.
Something you said I have to concentrate on Agile and all, but in that Agile, whatever bullet points you gave below that, it's enough, I think, to go through and study.
That's sufficient. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, go ahead with the question.
Yeah, question number 73. You discover 3 unknown risks to critical milestones for your project. To which sources should you refer before presenting this new risk information in a project status report? The answers are lessons learned repository and risk register, organizational process assets and risk report, risk register and risk management plan, and finally the risk register and risk report. So the answer I chose is risk register and risk management plan. Before we have to put it in the project status report, it has to go through risk register and risk management plan. But the right answer is risk register and risk report.
Okay. So ask is, before presenting this new risk information in your project status report, Okay. Project status report. Imagine every 3 weeks or 2 weeks, you're submitting some status report to our higher management or peer level or PMOs. We are presenting where the project is, how it is going. That's about the status, right? Status means how are we? Now, in this report, they're asking, how do you present your 3 unknown risks to critical milestones? You discover 3 unknown risks to critical milestone of your project. Let's imagine there is a milestone to be achieved, or a milestone happening by, what is the month now? We are in May. Let's imagine June, there is a milestone. Milestone is a big trade show going to happen. For that trade show, the milestone, you have 3 unknown risks coming up. Okay. To which sources should you refer before presenting this? Sources you should refer. Okay. The question is sources. Very good. Okay. Now let me listen to your answer B. What is the rationale behind that?
Risk register and risk management plan. I thought before going to the status project status report, it should definitely be in the risk register once we find out.
Nice.
And then obviously it has to go to risk management plan to find out the solution for that risk, right?
Yeah, I think there we got a little hit now. Okay, let me get a little understanding from you. When you say risk management plan, are you thinking in this plan document, we will have solutions for the risk? You think so?
No.
Okay, so what will be in the management plan?
So how to handle.
How to handle, right? Perfect.
Yeah.
So you will have a how to handle. You will have a threshold of your company's risk handling ability, appetite of your risk, and some key responsible people names will be there who can take care of the risk, and some more factors will be there. So risk management plan is in your company, in your project, how a risk would be handled. That information will be there.
Yeah.
Now, then what will be the risk report? Are you aware of risk report?
Yes, risk report is after we handle that risk, whatever the negative or positive result we got it has to be updated in the risk report.
Let me put it this way. Risk report, risk register means it will have all the risk which is anticipated or could happen, right? You will have 100 plus risk in the register.
Yeah.
Risk report will have high priority risk. See, what is high priority? I believe you saw in the books, there is 2 things in risk management. They call qualitative analysis, quantitative analysis.
Yes.
Right. So a risk goes through qualitative. We will subjectively put a high, medium, and low based on its intensity. After doing high, mid, and low, we'll also do quantitative. Quantitative means you go a little deeper, collect more data. Now, a risk report will be on the high level risk, which are really going to be dangerous to the team or good for the team, positive and negative. So risk register is all the risk, and report will have some more information on the high level risk here. Now read the question again. Which will be really a source for you? You got 3 unknown risks, and now you want to present it in the status report. Risk management plan, yeah, it is a plan. Nice to know. But do you think that need to be considered, or you will have a risk register which will have known and unknown? On top of that, report will have all the top level risk with their data, information of qualitative and quantitative. Some of them will have very critical risk, which we have to address earlier on. Some of them need immediate action by some risk representatives. So that will be in the report. Report means something like this. Imagine if you have a trading account. Do you do trading, online tradings, share market?
Yeah. Long back
You did. So if you subscribed to any share market related websites or portals or things, they keep sending you some highlighted shares. Have you seen that?
Yes.
We have lakhs and millions of shares in the world. Why they have to send that highlighted shares is, those are the shares comes out of risk report. This share, if you invest money, you get more positive risk. This share, if you invest money, you lose everything negative. So risk report is something, a highlighted risk, which you can focus on.
Okay. Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah, got it. And one more thing here, it is given as critical milestones. So it may be in another milestone also. Then it will not come in risk management plan.
Milestones. You mean plural? It's telling more milestones are there.
Yeah.
Okay, I understood up to that. After that, what is saying?
No, I said so critical milestones means we can go for in future the another milestone also, the second milestone,
Possible.
or again after 2 months. So during that time also we cannot go for risk management plan. That has to be something we have to do it priorly, initially, planning and doing. But risk report is always we can take it.
Okay, you mean you are giving more detail for why answer A is right?
Yeah, yes, A is right. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Plan is, I would also tell, plan is created in the very beginning of the project.
Yes.
That doesn't mean you'll keep quiet. In between also you'll take the plan and relook at it.
Okay.
But that will not direct input for a status report. In status report, plan is there. That is not going to help me in the status report.
Right.
Okay, that's a point.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice, good question.
Thanks, Shri. That's it. That's
Great.
all from my side.
Fantastic. Let's jump to the next person. Athira.
Hi, Shri. Yeah, just
Hey.
1 second.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just share my screen. Can you see?
Loaded. Yes, visible.
Yeah, visible. Okay, great. So the question number 15, which says a project has the following characteristics. Schedule performance issues occur due to low expertise levels of project resources. Junior level resources are not completing tasks promptly. Highly experienced resources report that their junior colleagues are performing unnecessary tasks. In what 2 ways can the project manager enhance the performance of this team? Okay, you have to choose 2 options out of the 5. So I chose training program, because if juniors are not performing properly, obviously a training is required, and a mentoring session with the team so that experienced resources can coach the junior and work collaboratively. But here the options correct ones were work collaboratively with the team to design training and a checklist for completion aligned with project goals, and design a checklist for all members. So I didn't really get it. I mean, I thought this is the correct one, but checklist to design and design the training. So already training should be given. It should not be designed. And so I totally not getting this question and the answer also.
Okay, I see that. Okay, now what is the core problem statement in the question? Is it somebody is not working, or they
No
are
expertise.
No expertise. Okay, expertise is a problem.
And not completing promptly, and junior colleagues are doing unnecessary tasks. So one is
Very
low
good.
expertise, not completing tasks promptly, second one, and third is doing unnecessary tasks.
Very
so how
good,
can you
very good.
enhance the performance of this team? Yeah, that is a question.
Very good, very good. Yeah, when you say schedule performance issues, which means we are running behind the schedule. By the month of May, we should have done 40 work packages or some backlog user stories, but team has done only 30. I'm just giving a number, which means they're going slow. That's the first problem. And why it is happening? Because they may not have that knowledge, expertise. Right? Junior level resources are not completing tasks promptly. That is one problem. Other problem is junior colleagues are performing unnecessary tasks, which means they don't know what to do. Okay. Now we should find an answer which will give a solution for it, because they're asking where is the last sentence in the question?
Oh, you want the question? Okay, I thought you want the answer. Yeah, okay.
The last sentence in the question says, what 2 ways can the project manager enhance the performance of the team? Enhance, which means you're not going to kill these guys, but you have to improve them. Whatever they have, you have to upskill them. Okay, what to do for it? Very good. So the answer what you've chosen is implement a whole team training program to address efficient working and task completion. Efficient working and task completion. Okay. So there is a training which is going to talk how to work efficiently, how to complete the task perfectly. There is a training for that. Okay. Okay, that is one idea. Other idea you're saying is set up mentoring sessions within the team so that the experienced resources can coach your junior resources and work collaboratively. Okay. We are trying to make a training or mentoring by the senior with the junior. Very good. So in both, I'm seeing that we are trying to educate them. Nice. What about A? Meet with the team leader to discuss the situation, decide if escalation to the project sponsor is necessary. Okay, that is ruled out. Okay. Okay. How do you think B could help implementing a training program to address efficient working and task completion?
Yeah, because the word junior itself shows that they need some more training and expertise, because of which they can work to the full potential and avoid unnecessary tasks, prioritize their work and all those things. And they can do promptly all the tasks. And I mean, that's how I thought. Low expertise, they themselves are saying they have low expertise. That is why the performance issues are coming. So I thought, why not team training can be done to address all these things? Yeah.
Good.
But it is a wrong answer. Yeah.
The B looks very generic answer, right? Is it anyway aligned with the project knowledge? Or see, when you say junior, of course, they are new to the company. But the answer B, it is talking efficient working and task completion. Nice. But it's very generic, right? Is it aligning with the project? If you see answer C, work collaboratively with the team to design, you don't force them. You work with your team, what training you guys will help you. Work collaboratively with the team to design a training and checklist for task completion aligned with the project goals. I think that's a key word there. You can draft a
only
training.
Because project goals is there. So that is the answer.
Not only that, the first sentence, work collaboratively. Answer B is implement a whole team training. You don't even talk to them. You're just telling guys you have to do this training. Did they really know that that's the needed for them? So point is, with the answer C, we are first asking with them, discussing with them, and then that should align with the goal. You are meeting both the ends. Then there is a buy-in. If not, how many trainings? You and me sit in the office, just click next. Have you done it like that?
Tick
They
mark
will tell
activity,
by May 10th, you have to complete the training. What do you do? It's the headache, man. Come on, let me do it. Next. Complete it. Over. That's not the way training. Training should be that they should like it. Oh yeah, I'm missing this knowledge. Let me learn it. That will happen only with answer C. Now we addressed the knowledge gap and we improve better. Now one more problem we didn't address. Unnecessary task. How do you address it?
Checklist, right?
But still, I don't get that's a great answer because checklist could be anything. Okay. Let's read the answer E.
It's again a generic one.
Very generic. Let's see answer E. Set up mentoring session with the team so that the experienced resource can coach a junior resource and work collaboratively. I believe this could have happened with the C already. Collaborate with the team to design training. It's a kind of slightly repetition with the E again. If you did a collaborative design for training, it's already there. I don't think you need again. So on worst case, we have to go with the D to me. But let's read the justification. What the justification says?
It says project managers should attempt to resolve issues using the tools and techniques available to them before changing the plan or escalating the issue. Providing providing training to those who need it will improve the team performance, and implementing a checklist ensures each team member is checking only what needs to be checked. So basically, they are giving freedom, or maybe giving training to only those people who actually require the team. Improvements, I guess. Okay, in a team, maybe one person would be working up to the level, one person won't be up to the level. Maybe that is the conclusion, I believe. Anyways, yeah. Hello? Yeah. Are you there? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Lost the connection.
He's not there?
No.
Okay, I thought it's my network issue.
No, he's not there. Yeah.
Hey guys, I lost it.
Quite,
I lost it.
Yeah.
But I got the point. I believe I'm audible now. I got the point, but Of course, when we say the checklist, even though it looks very generic, when I read the justification, it says implementing a checklist ensures each team member is checking only what needs to be checked, which is, if I put it in agile books, we call it as, sometimes we use the word definition of done. Have you seen those things? DOD, which also tells what all makes a work to be completed for a particular work item. At the same time, when they do unnecessary work, they are overshooting than the work. If I say 10 items to be done for a work, these guys are doing 10. On top of that, doing another 3 more or 4 more. Something you are going beyond what is expected. So having a checklist will tell 10 means 10. Don't go beyond that. You are wasting your time because they're new to the company, right? They may not know that. Your company process may not be understood. That is also a point. That is where I'm seeing, but still the answer D is not so clear. But still D and C better than other answers by giving freedom, talking to the team, getting the buy-in, and then go for a learning.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah. Can I go for the next question?
Sure.
Don't mind. Yeah. Hope the time is not a constraint over here. Yeah. Yeah, this one. A new law is expected within next 6 months that will affect a business product line. The next product is launching and should be completed within 3 months. So basically a new law is coming in the next 6 months that will affect the business product line. The next product is launching and should be completed within 3 months. Unfortunately, the new product will not meet the requirements of the proposed law. How should the project manager respond to this potential problem? So what I thought is that if it doesn't meet the requirements of the new law which is coming up, what is the point going ahead with this project? So I thought, let's schedule a meeting with the sponsor and the key stakeholders to warn them about the law, because ideally they won't be knowing about the law, and then advise them to cancel the project until the legislation is finalized. So until the law is, suppose in India, anything which comes up, GST and all, there's a lot of confusion in the start. Okay. So in banking also we had this confusion. So there were many products like fintech partners and all coming with new GST products and all. But ultimately, client did not buy in those products because ultimately the law kept changing, or the interpretations of the law kept changing. And our legal team also takes some time to interpret the law and give a communication message to the front line so that we communicate to the customers. Okay, so this all takes time. Okay, so meanwhile, it's better to cancel the project. But over here, the first answer is the correct answer. Schedule a meeting with the sponsor and key stakeholders to discuss risk. Then, using the results of the meeting, revise the assumption log and project chatter. That means they are still continuing with the project. Is that what it means?
Okay, before you go to the conclusion, go read the justification once.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, it will have a profound effect on the project.
This new law
will certainly lead to
effect.
a new potential risk, new assumptions, and a possible charter change.
Okay, nice.
But even if you change the charter, nothing is finalized now. So again, it would take some time for clarity to come in.
Okay, great. So now, what I see here is, okay, there is a problem. Let's not start it, cancel the project. That's the answer to what you're proposing here. Until the registration is finalized, let's wait. That's a point. Now, the purpose of this whole question is to see that, are we seeing this as a risk? At the same time, can we do something on this? Yes, you found this as a big risk and you feel that, okay, guys, let's stop here. Now, look at the question. A new law is expected within the next 6 months that will affect a business product line, which is expected, not implemented. The next product is launching and should be completed within the next 3 months. Now, you're anticipating a law. If it comes in, your deliverable is going to have impacted. Unfortunately, the new product will not meet the requirements of the proposed law. Again, be very careful, proposed law. How should the project manager respond to this potential problem? Now, you're anticipating a risk. In project, risk is part and parcel. We anticipate. When we anticipate, we create some strategies. The strategies could be to mitigate it, or avoid it, or accept it. So what you said is accepting. You're accepting a risk will happen. Nothing can be done. Let's close the project. Or avoid it by do something. Now, the answer looking out here is schedule a meeting with the sponsor and key stakeholders to discuss the risk. First, bring the risk information to them, attention to them. Then using the results of the meeting after the conversation, revise the assumption log and project charter. Now, point here is we are not going to the conclusion to close the project, because that's not the decision of the manager. Who can decide project start, project end? Who will decide project start and project end?
I mean, the
Sponsor.
Primarily the sponsors or somebody who has more authority. As a project manager, yes, you can give opinion, but for that, first you have to have a conversation, get a meetings. In the assumption log, you feel that the legislation is not passed or legislation is passed, what will happen to the law? And then you update the charter. Outcome of this can even turn to answer D. Possible. But our role is, that's where your role is. And this is the reason in a PMP examination, they try to see what is our roles and responsibilities. If you go to the chapter called a framework in Rita book or in PMBOK, you will see certain roles and responsibilities. If you read that, chances are we like to say something, but we're a little careful enough. What is the boundaries? So the boundaries, assumptions and charter, there you stop. Of course, opinion can be there, but straight away telling that cancel the project is not a good idea in this place, because the law is not yet launched. It's only a discussion happening, because it could be a very vital project. We don't know what it is. So first have a conversation, record it, discuss it. Maybe outcome can turn anytime, but you will stop at the level where you are. Fine with you?
Okay. Yeah, fine. So just 1 second, one more.
I think we have few more people. We'll go there and come back.
Yeah. But
Okay.
many would have the same question, I guess.
Let's come back.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, bye.
Thank you. Let's get to Avinash.
Hello, can you see my screen?
Yes, Avinash.
Yeah, this is 39th question. Scrum teams are self-organizing and cross-functional. Cross-functional teams have all the competencies needed to accomplish the work without depending on any external resource. In this context, which of the following best describes the definition of self-organizing team on agile projects? Since I chose B because of the working software and the next iteration plan. But the answer says A, the team plans each iterations together, makes decision about individual task assignments at the last responsible moment. So this last response, so I understand the key point here is self-organizing team on agile projects. So I chose on working software and next iteration being planned. But the last moment, even the explanations talks about the last responsible moment. So if you can highlight why A is the right answer.
Okay, so first you understood the question, that is a self-organizing and cross-function. So what is your understanding of self-organizing?
Yeah, self-organize means they organize themselves or they assign the tasks according to the value, whatever value needs to be delivered. Cross-functionals are a T-shape.
Very good. Very good. So we have a different variety of people. Primarily in Agile, keep these things in mind. This is a team which will define, develop, test, deliver. The wordings which you have to remember is define the work. When I say define, elaborating the work. Define. Then what they do? Develop, test, and deliver. Develop, test, and deliver. Even they do a design also. So define, develop, test, and deliver. The 4 actions they will do. Now, what they do here, the question is asking which of the following best describes the definition of self-organizing team on agile projects. Now, the question is on self-organizing. Even though the goal is given, they organize themselves how to do the things. When I say they, 7 or 8 people are there. They know the goal to be achieved. You rightly said they know the target. For this target, what to do? Now let's see the answer B. The team delivers working software at the end of each iteration and adjusts the next iteration plan to maximize value delivered by 2 stakeholders. Even though it says a statement, but it is not exactly communicating the message. Because if you see the statement A, the team plans each iteration together, first collaboratively, and makes decision about individual task assignment at the last responsible moment. When you say last responsible moment, here the team waits to make a call, to make a decision based on the changes in the market, changes in the expectation from the customer, which means I'm not going to restrict only for a particular goal. In a sense, my team can even explore more on the requirement, which means in Agile project, when you say last responsible moment, only when you get to close to the deliverable timeline, or at least some weeks, months before, you get more broader clarity from your customer. You can have a little early also, nothing stops you. But in a Agile team, they'll wait for some time to get the feedback from the customer, or allow the customer to use the product and give some more thoughts on this. And that will help this team to make a decision of what to do, what not to do. So the last responsible moment goes to the wording that how late they can keep their decisions so that they give a product which is more useful for the customer. I could have decided it 8 months before. I could have decided the design, layout, look, feel, what to do 8 months before. Nice. But last month, a different company has launched a different product which is better than what we have designed. So the team will take a call to wait close to the time. Meantime, anything newly comes in the market. Meantime, a customer feels something extra needed. They will make adjustments accordingly, which means they have the ability to self-organize, the ability to give something valuable to the customer based on the expectations. That is why they call last responsible moment. I'm sure you should have seen this in your Agile practice guide somewhere. Most of the decisions they'll keep till the end. Don't think end means tomorrow morning something they're going to do, they'll keep it till the last night. That's not the way it is. In a project, even a 2 weeks before is the last responsible moment. In a predictive project, they plan 3 months, 5 months, or 1 year before. Whereas in Agile project, they can even do last 2 weeks. So when I say last responsible moment, not in the morning when they start the work. They know the work at least 2 weeks or maybe a month before or a few days before. But the point is, are they really delivering something useful to the customer? That's a message.
Okay. I think where I have gone wrong is the point B reflects the output of self-organizing and cross-functional team. But the question is asking, what is definition of a self-organizing team?
Yeah.
Maybe
You're
that
looking
is
at the
where,
mindset.
yeah. Maybe that's where, because as soon as we read fastly and we capture self-organizing, we end up going to the this. Okay, I got it where I went. Okay.
Okay. All right. If that's a
thank you.
wish. Thanks, Avinash. Let's move to Malik Arjun.
Hi, Shri.
Hey.
Shri, it is general ask. I would like to check with you about the time management. I gave 2 marks. So I am able to complete only 140 questions in the given time. Even means I took 2 breaks, 10 minutes break. And I could able to complete only 140 questions.
Okay.
So how could rectify this? Yeah.
Both the exam you had 140.
Yeah. If I take average, I'm able to score 56%.
Okay.
Out of 140, I'm
calculating. Understood. Got you. Have you completed reading the book?
Yeah, sure.
Very good.
Yes.
Are you taking a chapter test in Rita book?
Yes. I completed all Rita book 3 times. I completed, and chapter wise, 100 questions I resolved it.
When you do that, do you keep a timer for yourself?
No. No, I am taking my time and then answering. If I could answer, then I could able to land it to the right answer. But in the 40 questions, I could able to achieve. But in the out of 180 questions, I'm not able to
you're losing the patience there.
Yeah.
Right. One thing I found with many people who take long time, they get low score. You know why they get low score when they take long time? If you allow your brain to think more, you won't answer properly.
Okay.
You have to cut throat some time. That's it. Beyond that, there is nothing to read. You will think that, okay, let me leisurely read 3 times, I'll answer it. No. Your brain processing, there is some time. That's it. If you go to an interview, they take first 30 seconds to decide whether you are chosen or not. You know that? In an interview, they take 30 to 45 seconds to choose whether you are in or out. After that, 1 hour just a discussion, which means your brain processes pretty faster. Every time when I read a question, there is an instinct in your brain says, this could be right. You should believe your instinct, choose it, move forward. If we keep doubting that, it's going to be doubtful. Now, can I do that for all the questions? No. There are some questions you have to go by instincts. Many questions you have to go by clarity of knowledge. Sometimes the time consumption goes again. I would have explained a few minutes back with Avinash also, because he too had some trouble like this. Not only you, there are many people in this room have the same mistake. They didn't pronounce it. But the main problem I've seen many people here, at least people coming from Asia or India group, the language is a problem. That is, we don't use this managerial language at office. We speak our own language of management, what we know. Or in many corporates, they don't use the right terminology. So since we don't hear it very frequently, these words and meanings doesn't get inside. For this reason, I requested something. Read glossaries regularly. Every day, 10 to 15 words. Read in Agile Practice Guide or go to PMBOK, go to pmi.org. There is a page called glossary. Number of words given there. Read each word at least 10, 20 words every day. And this gives a lot of strength for you on understanding the words, which will make you to choose the answer faster. So 2 ways of improvement. One is answering by instinct. If it says right, it's right. Don't ask a second question, third question, will I? There are some people I've seen drive the car, come to the turning of the road. There they think whether to go right or left. After going to right, after a few seconds, they take a U-turn and come back. I'm sure you have seen it. These people, it depends on our brain ability, how we process it. So in a question, it is something like you feel it, that's it. No look back, keep moving. This should not be blind enough. For this, I gave a second choice, read glossaries. When you read a glossaries, you get the whole of the words and with the instinct. 2 things, if you follow, you will go faster.
So good. Agile Practice Guide and Rita book, both glossaries.
Rita, or you can read from pmi.org or PMBOK 6th or 7th edition. Both the edition has glossaries.
Okay.
You can print out those pages. Per day, 10 words you have to keep reading.
Okay.
Right? That gives confidence also.
Yeah, okay. And
amazing. When is the exam?
I have not booked the exam. I'm thinking to complete it by end of this month.
Nice to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Is it good to go and to book the exam? Or do I need to give more marks?
If it is end of this month, you have at least 20 days with you. Now, take the points what we discussed now, work on it, and then take the next full exam to see how it's coming. At the same time, the exams whichever you completed, you have to do something called gap analysis. I believe you did it for the first exam.
Yes, I'm going through the all 180 questions and with all analysis. Yeah.
You have to write down in a white paper what are the areas you eaten more time, or what are the areas you lost a lot of answers. Those areas you have to work out. For example, 180 questions. After 130 question, you lost the focus. 130 to 160 question, you didn't answer properly. You were just clicking next. You lost 20 questions there. It will drastically hit your score. So point is, after 120 question, you're losing the focus. So you have to work out how can I be focused between 120 to 150, 180. Maybe 10 minutes break, I should take it. I see some people don't take a break. They continuously work. That will not work. PMI has set up break. The reason is many people failing in main exam. That's why they gave a break. When I write exam, by that time, it's a 4 hours continuous, no break. You can't even go to washroom. And things have changed now. So PMI has given it. Use a break, eat well, drink good water. At the same time, plan your exam as if your main exam. For example, when I prepare for the examination, I booked my exam on 8 a.m. in the morning. I took first exam randomly. Scores was okay. Then I decided, okay, next 4 exams, I will do exactly like a main exam. So my main exam is 8 a.m. I practiced all 4 exams by 8 a.m. For which 7 o'clock, I'll have my breakfast in the morning. Half an hour, I'll just be a little relaxed. 10-15 minutes, I'll see the notes. I will assume this is as a real main exam. I'll go to the room, lock the door, no mobile, no distraction, nothing. Just focus on those 4 hours on this exam. Very sincerely. If you do that, I'm sure results will come. Your biological clock also settle down. You do, for reason some people do like this. They do after the office hours or late in the night or early in the morning without proper food. Not doing properly is a problem. I, in fact, do a proper go, take a good shower, feel refreshed, dress properly. Real exams, real exam. That's how you have to go. It is not only the exam, other abilities also come together. So try that, it may work for you.
Maybe probably I gave the exam in the early morning, 4 o'clock. So
possible.
That could
possible.
be the
but that should not hit you to do very slow. It is also the way of you reading, your answering ability. Both includes. Everything comes together. It's a combination.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Work it out. It will be there. Stay in touch. Are you in touch with me in the WhatsApp?
No, very long back I gave the message to you.
Give me a message so I know that where you stand.
Okay.
And as we discuss now, analyze the questions and do instinct. Read the keywords from the books and websites, and then try the next full exam. I'm sure scores will improve.
Okay. And one more question. Right now, only I have 3 days, 3 slots are available. Right now, I'm in Bangalore location. So only 3 slots. So can I book the exam or because in the last minute I'm not getting the slots availability.
Book it.
So,
you mentioned May end, isn't
May
it?
end, around 23 to 31st, in between that.
Do that. In that time, you can do it. Now you reach at this 56%. If you're going to focus next 10-15 days, I'm sure you will scale up.
Okay.
Provided you don't have family functions or office work heavily.
Yes. Yeah, I'll consider that.
That point to keep in mind, because usually in India, there's a holiday time. We'll have a lot of festival function coming up. If those things are not there, at a stretch, if you can sit every day, 3 hours, 4 hours, keep on tuning, and within 1 week, you'll scale up.
Okay. Fine.
Yep. You are in the right track. No worries. Just keep tuning yourself.
Sure. Thank you so much.
All right, Faidya.
Hi, Sriram.
Hey.
I have booked my exam for 30th of May. I am from October batch, and I was not able to focus on this exam in the month of March and April because of work schedule.
Yeah.
So I even though I had a busy schedule, I ended up taking a weekly mock test, which helped me to keep myself on track.
Okay.
So today I took my full exam, so I was able to score 66%. So my plan is I want to take full exam for next Saturday and the subsequent Saturday, the next 2 Saturdays. And then last week I have taken 1 week leave from office. And then just that week I want to take 2 full exams. And then on Tuesday, that is 30th, directly I want to go for final exam. So this is my plan. So just
I saw your message. How many full exams it's covering in that case?
4 exams it will cover.
4 it's covering. Okay, nice. I think 4 is sufficient for you. Your scores are good there. How is your time management going on?
Yeah, I had in 230 minutes, I could complete. I had 20 more minutes. So
speed is good. Are you taking break in between?
Yes, I took 10 minutes break each in between.
All right, good.
After every 60 question.
Nice. So your time management is good. Mark is good. Pattern is also good. Nice. So you're going to analyze the full paper in the next few days.
Okay.
Do that. And I gave some bullet points for you to work out.
Okay, Sriram. So only one question I had. Do I have to take those mock tests for ACP? There are agile practice questions related to ACP.
Not needed. As your scores, full exam scores are coming up better, this is not needed. But if you feel agile area, you are struggling hard after the gap analysis, If you see a lot of gap in Agile, many questions you did mistakes in Agile, then start working on Agile specific questions.
Okay, Shri. Okay.
By the way, you work in what kind of environment at present?
Agile.
Okay, I don't think then you need it.
Yeah.
But check the gap analysis. That will tell you. Imagine out of 180, 30 questions you made mistakes in Agile. Then means there's a big gap. So you have to start working more on Agile area. That's what gap analysis.
Okay, Shri. I will do gap analysis on the full exam first, and then I will plan accordingly.
Perfect. Good wishes. Keep moving.
Thank you so much, Shri. Thanks for your help. And especially Rahul, he was available all the time whenever I needed anything.
Nice to know. Nice to know. Stay in touch.
You. Sure.
All right, let's go to Manoj, PMI ACP.
Yeah, hi Shriram.
Hey,
So I have exam on 11th of June.
Mm-hmm.
I have booked the exam.
Long
and
time
I have finished. But I don't think I have long time. I read both books like this, both agile books which you recommended. Practice guide and the other book. And I started taking the quiz also, chapter wise
you're
quiz
doing. Very good.
from ShriLearning board. Yeah. And today I took the first time this test, actually mock test. So scored 70% there.
Nice.
But so how should I proceed in this meantime? Around 1 month time I have. Yes.
Yeah. You're working in agile environment already?
Yes.
Okay, nice. One information, PMI ACP exam, don't underestimate.
Yes.
Okay, never underestimate PMI. Exam, none of the question going to ask what are the 3 pillars of Scrum. It is not going to ask, tell the 4 manifesto, not even one question. Every question is going to be something new on a situation or a concepts. So whatever you practice today, whatever you read today, it's only a ground setting. Exam, all the questions will be totally new to you. Now, how do you do now is, in ShriLearning, we have this agile question papers for PMI ACP. I would say at least attack 4 exams and target 75 plus.
Yes.
If you're getting 75 less, you have to work out. See the gap. In PMP, at least we give a grade of 63, 68, but PMI ACP 75 plus, you should be there. Okay, I see people getting 75, 80, 83. Those are the people they say exam as moderate. The people who go below that, they say, man, it was breathtaking exam, which means in PMI ACP, the problem, our call problem situation is, it is not with the one role. They'll ask about servant leader. They'll ask about product owner. They'll ask about team members. They'll talk about leadership. So 4 or 5 roles will be discussed. In PMP, it's only one role, project manager. That's it.
Yes.
In fact, PMP is better to handle. PMI ACP is a little tricky. So I don't want to threaten you, but I'm just telling that be very careful on analyzing the questions after the exam. That's very important. So you have
any
good time.
bullet points for me to work on? Anything?
I'm sorry, what is that?
Anything I need to work on means more.
No, you read the book already. See, now the concepts are clear. Now this concept should be converted into answers.
Yes. So full mock I need to take.
That is what you're doing.
Full mock.
Take one full mock. Take enough 2-3 days time. You have June 11, right? You have enough time. Sit and analyze 3 days, only 120 questions. Sit and analyze 120 questions. Why this question went wrong? Where I'm conceptually wrong. Don't worry about other factor. Conceptually. When I say conceptually, go back to 12 principles. Each principle, read a paragraph. If you don't really get it, go to scrum.org. You know the website scrum.org?
Yes.
In scrum.org, there will be a lot of articles. There are some people write about what they think about a daily stand-up, what they think about a conflict in agile teams. There will be a lot of articles. Read some articles there. Now, those are all the conceptual real-time problems. Now, if you go to exam question, those problems only will be the question. When you get that, it will be easy for you.
Yes. So how many mocks I should try?
4, 5. Minimum 4, max 5 is enough. Expected score is a 75 plus.
Yes. Yeah. I'm planning in such a way that before 1 week I took leave from my organization.
Please do.
I'll completely focus on that.
Please do. But you know one thing, there was one person who was agile working and she prepared for a few weeks and she went to exam. A 3 hours exam she did in 1 hour 40 minutes. And she said, man, that was a very simple exam. So
yeah,
for
I
some,
think I saw that success story. Yes, yes.
so for some people who work very intense in agile already in the company, exam looks nothing. For the people who are very lightweight agile or not depth in agile, for them the exam gets a little tricky. So I'll keep it to you, but always I expect you to do 75 plus in the practice. That'll be nice.
Sure.
Perfect. Good wishes. Keep in touch and keep taking weekly tests.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. I have a last person with me, Lata.
Hey, hi, Shriram. Hope you remember me.
Go ahead. You want to share a question?
Yeah, let me share my screen. Hope you can be able to see my screen.
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah. It's about the question number 26. So it says the project manager implemented an approved change to manage risk. 3 months after the implemented change, the project manager learns that the change did not produce the desired result. So instead of desired result, instead of producing negative consequences, how can a project manager avoid this problem on future projects? So here I thought the keyword is future projects. So that's why I marked update the lessons learned register with the risk information. So, but the answer is update the list on the risk register with the risk. So here I'm a bit confused.
Okay. So now what you said is right. It should be lessons learned. Lessons learned of, yeah, this kind of risk happened for which we took some action. Nice. But now a project manager implemented an approved change to manage a risk, which means a risk was anticipated. When they anticipate, they would have written a risk strategy, how to handle it. Is it right?
Yeah.
Very good. And unfortunately or fortunately, the risk happened. We thought tomorrow it will rain. If it rains, I have to do this. And it rained. We did something.
Okay.
Now, what happened is what you did made some consequences. Something went wrong or something good. It's happened. Now I have to update a document which will have a trail of information. When this risk was anticipated, what action was planned for it, and when we applied this plan, what was the impact of it? I need a trail. Trail means, you know the wording, right? It goes full detail. And that information I need. Now, where I will get this information? That information will be in the risk register.
Okay.
On top of that, you can update in the lessons learned. You can tell in the lessons learned, you know what? Last week, this kind of risk happened. It's information. That's nice. But that the information alone will not help a team. You need, if in this, I know this two answers are tricky here. C and D look so nice.
Yeah.
But D goes a little more detail to tell the trailing, because that is what very helpful for the people who want to see this in future. In the lessons learned, you will have the information, and in the risk register, you have a trail of details. Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So I wanted to ask you about the exams also. So,
yeah, please.
Yeah, July 2nd is the last day. Before that, I have to take my exam. So I have not, I have not booked the slot. So last week I spoke with you regarding this.
July is a good time.
Yeah.
How much book-wise you have done some portion already?
Once I have completed the Rita 10th edition, completely once I have studied full chapters.
Very good. Very good.
Rita book chapter wise, my scores are like 50 to 55% if I calculate that one. But the chapter wise just tests which are in the ShriLearning portal. So there it is fluctuating actually. Like sometimes it is 6, 7 for 10, like a 10 question out of 10 questions.
Okay.
So in the least case, I got 2, 3 also. So that is little bothering me to go for the full mock. So that's why I started reading the book again, like 4-5 chapters completed. I downloaded the study plan based on that I'm going, like 4-5 chapters I completed. So one more thing, the today's mock, whatever I'm sharing now here, I'm happy that whatever I have completed reading, so those I got it correct somehow.
Very good.
Like one
Very
or two
good.
only wrong. So today I got 50%. So out of 40, 20 were correct, and I'm happy that all I analyzed and I somehow thought this is the correct answer. So remaining and all, I have to go through like still procurement, quality management, these things I have to study one more time.
Understood.
So maybe, yeah, if I study, maybe I can
do one revision and
Okay.
take a full exam.
Okay.
Okay. Because sometimes full exam shows a better picture.
Okay.
It shows, because short exams give some different view. Full exams will give a better view. Since you read the book, since you revised it, since you took weekly tests, now you're ready for the full exam.
Okay.
Plan a date and let's go for the full exam. Let's see how outcome of time management, your scores, and gap analysis. Let's do all these three.
Okay.
And then we'll take a call by deciding your date by June, somewhere middle, or even the month of May itself we can do. Imagine you're scoring more than 65, 68% in full exams.
Okay.
Which is a good indication. We can even book your exam in next 2-3 weeks of time.
Yeah, sure. I'll share my scores with you. So,
Yeah, perfect. Are you in touch with me in the WhatsApp?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, very good. So share me the score once you complete your exams.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Keep up. Good wishes.
Thank you so much.
Great. We are top of the time. First, thanks a lot for the participation here. And people are watching from LinkedIn and YouTube. Thanks all. Keep posting your questions. People in YouTube, if you watch, you have a question, you want to share it, you can put in the comments. We'll come back with answers for that. And people who took the exam today, take time to sit and analyze. It is not the exam score decides your growth. Your analysis decides your growth. So please take time, sit and see all the questions answered. If you have doubt, yeah, you can ask with me. Sometimes I reply faster, sometimes I reply slow. Please ask in your respective WhatsApp groups. Everyone belong to a group. You have hundreds of people. Take this question, put there, hey, I'm thinking about this. What you guys are thinking? Someone can give some idea which can help you. So utilize a community where you can grow faster. Good wishes. See you all in next few minutes if you are part of April batch classes. Thanks a lot. Catch you soon. Bye-bye.